Hello everyone. So today is July the 25th, year 2022. And something is on my mind that's really irritating. It's concerning my Jehovah's Witness brother and my disassociated cousin Melanie. Now, before I go into detail of what I think what's going on, let me give you a little bit of a background about my cousin. So, back in 1994, I was still in high school. My cousin moved in with our family. Her mother, which is my aunt, was moving out of state from Arizona, and she did not want to leave. She had a really good job working at Kmart, so she asked my mother if she could live with us for a little while. My mom agreed because, of course, we were all active, baptized Jehovah's Witnesses. So now, the very next year, in 1995, my family moved to Payson, Arizona. Now, after they moved to Payson, she met a brother in the congregation as she wanted to find a relationship. Now, sadly, their relationship did not last long, so she was depressed. Now, 1996, my cousin started working as a pharmacy help in Walmart. And she met a man. They both worked together at Walmart. Now, she fell in love with this man. But the man was not a Jehovah's Witness. He was a Mormon. So, when the time came on that they wanted to get married, the only way she can marry this man is if she converted to Mormonism. So, for 6 or so months, my cousin secretly started studying with Mormons. Finally, in 1997, my cousin told my mother, which is her aunt, that she fell in love, she met a man, and that she's getting married. Oh, and that she's disassociating herself as one of Jehovah's Witnesses because she's converting to Mormonism. Now, my cousin knew that the moment she leaves Jehovah's or the Watchtower organization, that all her Jehovah's Witness relatives, including her own mother and her own brother, are gonna utterly, completely, 100% shun her. But she didn't care because she rather have a relationship and get married. So, she was disassociated. Again, that was in 1997. And of course, her mom, her brother, I even disowned her because I was still a Jehovah's Witness. My mom disowned her because, of course, that is one of the core teachings in Jehovah's organization. That if anyone disassociate themselves or anyone gets disfellowship, you are required to shun them 100%. So life went on with my cousin. Finally, in year 2004, I told my mother that I no longer wanted to be a Jehovah's Witness. Now, I didn't contact my cousin right away after I left the religion. I waited until 4 years later in year 2008 when our grandmother passed away. And so after we reconnected, my cousin and I became close again. She was happy that she finally could have at least just one relative that she could associate with. That's me. Now, fast forward to the year 2015. My cousin at that time was now married for 18 years. And I found out that she was in the early stages of getting divorced. Long story short, and my cousin didn't tell me oh, actually she did. She did tell me. But she didn't tell the whole truth. But she told me that her husband just came out as that he's gay. So I was like, whatever. I didn't care. We were still close. Everything was great. So finally, 2 years go by. My cousin is now officially divorced by her gay husband. And my cousin left Arizona and she moved to Washington. And one day, when I was at McDonald's, I ran into a Jehovah's Witness elder who I've known all my entire life. Now, I don't know if he saw me or not, but he didn't acknowledge me. Keep in mind, that was in 1997. 1917. I'm wrong. In the year 2017. So that's when I saw that brother in that McDonald's. So after we went our separate ways from me seeing this elder that I'd known since I was a little child, I private messaged this elder, informing him that my brother, my Jehovah's Witness brother, was currently associating with and Facebook friends with our disassociated cousin Melanie. Now, here's the twist. The elder responded back to me and immediately told me to contact my brother's body of elders, which obviously at that time in year 2017, the Lifestyle organization still taught that you are required to shun all those who are disassociated. And if they got caught and the elders found out, they too would be disciplined and could be disfellowshipped. So, again, here's the twist. When this elder told me to contact my brother's body of elders, this elder didn't realize that I too was no longer a Jehovah's Witness. He also didn't know that I disassociated myself as one of Jehovah's Witness. He thought I was still a Jehovah's Witness. So, a couple weeks go by, and I knew what congregation my brother went to. So I was doing exactly what the elder told me to do and contact his elders. So I went to their Kingdom Hall, and before the meeting started, a woman approached me. I didn't know who she was. She smiled at me and said, "You're Victor, right?" And I smiled and said, "Yes, I am." She goes, You're Benjamin's brother, right? Or Brother Hernandez's brother, right?" I smiled and I said, "Yes, I am." And I then looked at her and said, "Does my brother still go to this congregation?" And she said, "No, they left about a year ago and they went to bleep congregation." I was like, "Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know." Of course, I didn't tell her what the circumstances were. So, of course, I did not talk to those elders. So, a couple days later, maybe a week later, I called the Kingdom Hall where this lady, this Jehovah's Witness, told me to where my brother was belonging to. I left a voicemail. They called me back, and I basically just was anonymously telling them that I need to talk to some body of elders about some circumstances. Okay, they're like, okay. They scheduled the appointment to come to talk to them. They had no clue if I was a Jehovah's Witness or not. So finally, it was the scheduled appointment. I went in, talked to the elders. I told them who I was. I told them, and of course they asked me, were you a Jehovah, are you or were you a Jehovah's Witness? And I didn't lie about it. I told them, yes, I was. I was born and raised. I got dropped out of high school, got baptized not long after. I became a regular pioneer because I thought Armageddon was coming any day now, just around the corner. And of course, they asked me, were you disfellowshipped? I, of course, looked at them and said, no, I disassociated myself. And then, of course, they said, so then what are you here for? What do you want to talk to us about? So I told them about my little brother. Facebook friends with his disassociated cousin and them social in general. And of course, the elders played stupid, lied through their teeth, act like they had no clue who my brother was. Said he must be going to another congregation. So why would that other sister from the other congregation tell me that my brother went to that blank congregation and then the elders lied to me about it? Of course, this is not really the point why I'm talking about this. I'm just giving you the outline of what happened. So I got nowhere. The elders didn't like it. They dismissed me very quickly and said, you need to leave now. Whatever. Now here's another twist. At that exact same time, in the year 2017, I found out that while my brother was Facebook friends with his disassociated cousin, my cousin suddenly stopped talking to me. And I tried to contact her because she and her newly boyfriend back then in year 2017, which is 5 years ago, she came down to Arizona with her new boyfriend, and she didn't contact me. She didn't tell me she was going to come in town. We didn't have lunch. She didn't want to come see me. We didn't have lunch. And I was like, what's going on, Mel? Why did you come to Arizona and not let me know? I wanted to meet your new boyfriend. And she got really bitter and angry. You know what? I don't want to talk to you again. This is over. And she didn't give me an explanation. Now, here we come to the conclusion of this whole video. To this day, we're now at the end of July of year 2022. My cousin never spoke to me again. Why? So I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you what's going on now in year 2022. So my brother, just like my mother, my Jehovah's Witness mother, they could not stand of me exposing the destructive teachings of the Watchtower organization. I made comments about their horrible things, like their shunning policy, their 2-witness child abuse drama, their failed prophecies, going against the Bible. And my mom, and especially my brother, of all people, they could not stand that. They were just angry and bitter. They tried over and over the years. Just, Victor, why can't you just move on and stop talking about your formal religion? So, of course, this is what I'm about to tell you, just my personal opinion. So I think, and I'm almost guarantee I'm right, they knew that I was close with my cousin. And since obviously I was not going to just move on and not talk about the religion ever again, they had to find a way to piss me off to no ends. So what I think what happened was my Jehovah's Witness brother said something to my cousin that pissed her off to no end. Where she said, "What? Your brother," that's me, "said this? Oh, hell no. I'm not speaking to him again." Keep in mind, in 2017, the last time I spoke to her on the phone, she was angry and she was very bitter and she hung up me very quickly. And she never spoke to me again. She immediately blocked me on both of my Facebook accounts. Never heard from me again. So now here's where I'm kind of irritated. So I just looked today, July the 25th, year 2022. My cousin, my disassociated cousin, who's tattooed, she has no desire to ever become a Jehovah's Witness again. I saw that my little brother liked her most recent picture on her Facebook account, what was just 2 days ago. So obviously, my brother is still Facebook friends and associating with my disassociated cousin. So I guess my conclusion is it still irritates me and actually hurts to me to no end that I had such a good relationship with my disassociated cousin, but then whatever my brother did, she disowned me. And it to me, again, this is my personal opinion, to me, I think my little brother is living a double life as a Jehovah's Witness. And maybe the elders know this and they're on this also, but again, maybe not. Because remember what I told you? When that elder told me back in 2017 that I needed to contact my brother's elders for associating and Facebook friends with his disassociated cousin, they basically was going to discipline my brother. And basically saying, "Brother Hernandez, it's brought to our attention that you've been associating regularly with your disassociated relative. Is this true?" And of course, if he had said yes, he would likely be disfellowshipped or disciplined. My point is, I still think they are still in cahoots. So I guess I just want to know what really happened with my cousin. Why did she disown me? What did my brother tell her to piss her off to no ends? And you know what? I guess it just irritates me. These Jehovah's organization, the Watchtower organization, they teach all too well to this day in year 2002 that constantly talking about how it's Jehovah's direction or that's a loving provision that we need to shun for whatever reason it is. Does my brother do that? And see, the point of this too is I know the policies in that private Shepherding of the Flock of God book. Yes, it does say that the parents, not the brothers, not the sisters, not the cousins, not the aunts, not the grandparents, not the nieces, not Jehovah's Witnesses. The parents cannot be disfellowshipped if they were associating with their disfellowshipped relative. But you would have no privileges. That's not my point of this. That's not what my brother told me. That's also not what my mom has told me over and over and over again. They both continue to tell me. They don't do it anymore because I shunned them. But before I shunned them, they continue to tell me over and over and over, and I'm supposed to believe this, that it's Jehovah's Witness choice. And I'm going to use an exact quote, and I have the text messages still. My mom says, it's Jehovah's Witnesses' choice. Not just my mom, not just my brother, but in general. It's Jehovah's Witnesses' choice if they want to associate with someone who's disassociated or disfellowshipped, and that they, and I quote, would not be disciplined. Now, everyone else in the world disagree with that. They say, your mother, your brother is lying. And I don't like them playing games with me like this. So my conclusion to this is this. If it was any other person and the body elders found out that there was an active baptized Jehovah's Witness and he or she was regularly associating with someone who's disfellowshipped or disassociated, those elders would immediately schedule appointment with that Jehovah's Witness, have their quote-unquote a judicial committee, and ask the age-old question: have you been in cahoots, or have you been associating with this individual who's no longer a Jehovah's Witness, and that he or she is disfellowship or disassociated? And if that Jehovah's Witness admitted and said, yes, elders, I have, then those elders would immediately, would A, private approve them, B, public approve them, or C, they would be disfellowshipped. See, but to me, my personal opinion, my mom, my Jehovah's Witness mom, and my brother think that they are untouchable. Because I, myself, is no longer a Jehovah's Witness, and I, myself, disassociated myself. So they think that, never believe him. No matter what Victor would say, that's me, we're not going to listen to you. So they think that they're just, fancy free, we got my little brother pissed off because now he has no association with his disassociated cousin. We got him good. Payback's a bitch. When you speak bad against our Wise Towers organization, well, we got you back. So, my conclusion of it all is this. I think my brother is still in these little games, and I think it's total pissed off. I feel like I want to write a letter to the headquarters of the Watchtower and Bible and Tract Society and notify those service agents, whatever the hell they call themselves in the Watchtower and Bible and Tract Society, and tell them exactly what that elder who I've known all my life told me to do, to contact my brother's elders for associating with someone who's disassociated. So I know I'm rambling. It's almost 25 minutes. So sorry for me venting, but it just irritates me because to no end. Okay, hope you enjoyed my video. Have a good day.